Hi sweet peas, it's Shaaba and welcome back to another Vlogmas video. Today I'm going to do something super different with you guys. I don't know if you can see, but I've been practicing me with some makeup, and I've done one of my eyes in a kind of Christmassy way. I've got like a little candy cane stripe here with some gold and green and a little wing, and I think this is going to be my Christmas look this year. So I wanted to, in the spirit of Vlogmas and doing things diverse, show you guys how I did this by replicating it on this eye. So if you guys wanted to try out maybe a Christmassy look, then you can. Now, as I've told you so many times before, I am not a makeup expert, so please, please, please do not think that I know what I'm talking about. I just personally really like this. I enjoy exploring, making new content, and I thought I'd give it a go. One thing that I will say though is I'm pretty good at doing eyes, like eyeliner. I think I'm very, very happy with my wing. Eyeliner's just become like a bit of a norm for me now. I just kind of go whoosh, I like it. So, without further ado, this is how I did my Christmas eye look. You also have to excuse my spots. I'm looking so spotty at the minute and I have no idea why. I think I've just been really stressed out these past few days. So I've not done much to the rest of my face. I'm just focusing on the eyes because what do I know about contouring? So the first thing that I always do whenever I do eye makeup is put primer on. I think it's super duper important. Some people are like, oh, why do you worry with primer? When I was speaking to some makeup artists on a shoot that I did, they said it's really important to put makeup primer on the bottom and top of your eyes. The reason being, it helps to one, like accentuate the pigment of the shadow that you're putting in, and that's especially important for brown people or people with sort of not white skin, because colours don't show up as much. Secondly, it gets rid of the creases and almost acts as like a double-sided sticky tape, so it sticks to your face and it also makes the shadows, the pigments, stick to you better. So that is why we use primer. All primed up. I use Makeup Revolution's Focus and Fix Eye Primer. There you go. Oh god, this feels really weird. The next thing I do is use a white shadow to put on my top lid. You see how I've got here? Now it's fairly thin there, and that's because I put the eyeliner on top, so it's going to look a lot thicker when I put it on first. And as much as I love you guys, and I love the little screen that's on the side of the camera, I cannot do this without a mirror. So I'm going to try and start it here, but I may have to pop up to the mirror to get this done properly. So I try to go really thin here. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to do that here. Hang on. Super thin. And then thicker as you get to the edge. And stop just here. And the trick with this stuff is to really pack it on, because you want to get a very harsh, bright colour. Like so. Check me out doing something a little bit right. So as you can see, the white is showing up super white. So if you're brown or have any kind of darker skin, it's actually a really hard thing to accomplish. So there we go. The next thing I'm gonna do is put a base shade on for the top here. So as you can see here, I've used a goldy colour. I have the Naked palette, the original one. I have a few others, but the Naked original is my favourite by far. I just love the colours. And I think the pigments stay so bold for so long. You can tell from the palette that I use this toasted one the most, but just to give you a reference, I've used this one so much, like pretty much every other day for, I want to say maybe 3 years, and it's still going. So good palette, good value, the Asian way. Right, so what I'm going to do is take the half-baked colour, I'm just going to pack it here on top of the line. Really into my fold here. I'm gonna just, at the end, smush it out, it's a technical term, to help fill my wing. So once you're all smushed and packed and coloured, we're just gonna take it and bring it down the side here. I always do this with lighter colours. It acts almost like a highlight for the inside of your eye. And I personally just think it looks really pretty. How sparkly! All good, cool. So, the next thing I'm gonna do, do you know what this feels like? You know when you're younger and you pretend to do a cooking show, so you're like baking brownies and you're like, and now I'm going to put the chocolate chips into the bowl. It's like this imaginary camera. This is what I feel like. Right, I have this palette here. It's from a brand called Sanya. I don't know if that means anything. I know my nan got it for me from Mauritius a really, really long time ago. But look at how beautiful the palette is. It's so big. There are so many colours. And I don't bring it out much, but it's very useful when we want bold colours like red, like right now. So I'm going to use this, whoa! So I'm going to use this red right here. And I'm essentially going to, you see how I've got the little candy cane stripes here? Dot it along the white to create a similar thing. Actually, I think I might just make that white a little more vivid, because when I packed on the gold, it's overlapped a little. There we go. Now for the red. Where are you, Mr. Red? Right here. We're gonna just dot like so. So we can create little candy cane stripes. There we go. I'm just gonna use what's left of my little brush and bring it up here. Just help my wing a little when I make that. That's the eyeshadowy bit nearly done. The last thing that I'm gonna do is use this kind of woody green that I found on my palette right here. I'm just gonna pop it on the bottom lid, because red and green is Christmas, you know, so you can't really have Christmas without a little bit of green. And you bring it up just here and you match it up nearly to the gold here. Alrighty, that is the eyeshadow done. Voila! Next, I'm gonna put on the eyeliner, which is the tricky bit. So the eyeliner that I currently use is the Tatumi semi-permanent liquid liner from a brand called 17, which is now no longer available. Luckily, I bought 3 or 4 of these before they sold out, because this is the best, most precise and permanent eyeliner that I've seen. It's obviously not permanent, but it stays on and stays strong for such a long time. This is my second tube, so I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out. Right, what I'm going to do with this is create my wing. And the way that I do that, which I'm going to do in front of a mirror and not this camera, is to essentially follow the bottom of my line up and then flick it out. So I'm going to do it step by step so I can show you. So from here, the crease, you flick upwards to create the bottom clean line here. You only really have one shot at this. If you guys are interested, I'll do a proper winged liner tutorial later on. But the best way is just do it once and leave it alone. You need to be bold, be confident, just go for it. You can do the tape method too, but this is far quicker. There you go, so I've created my line. Then what you want to do is about 1/3 of the way down around here, bring it across and make a little triangle so you match it to about 1/3 of your eyelid in. Okay, so I'll make that line now and show you. There you go, so I've bridged up my little gap there. Then what you want to do is grab the eyeliner here and make a really thin line all the way across so it'll end up lower than the way you've joined here, and then merge it together on this middle part of the lid so that you have a slightly thicker line here than you do at the bottom. So it's like small here, it's tapered inwards, but thicker as it goes up towards the wing. So I'm going to go do that now. Whew. There we go. I always find that my eyelashes as well, because they're so curly, just get in the way at this stage of whenever I do them, and then they just get so clumped with eyeliner. So I'm just gonna pull the excess off and we'll fix the rest with mascara at the end. There we go. That is the top eyeliner bit done. So to make the wing a little more defined, what I've done and what I like to do is to go back to my white eyeshadow and just create a really harsh line underneath, super thin there, and bring it down to around here on the eye. It just adds like a lot more definition to the wing, like so. There we have it, a far more cut winged line. Now the final thing that I do, and normally I do this with a kohl liner. I don't have any anymore because I gave my last one away to a friend. So I'm just going to use some black eyeshadow. Again, this is from the Naked palette. It's the one called Creep. And just go over this bit here to create like a darker effect. I don't know what the words would be. Right on the inside here. Just kind of brings the black and the green together, I think. There we go. And then the last thing to do is to use the mascara brush. That's what I do anyway. To just get rid of those clumps. I mean the clumps of eyeliner in the lashes. And there you have it, my Christmas eye makeup tutorial. See, so got like the green at the bottom for Christmas entries, the candy cane stripes, and the gold, because Christmas is just a time of luxury, isn't it? Oh, my tripod just slipped. I'm sorry. Cue the cheesy bit, you know, where they do like the faces on top of music when their hair's all out. Let's give that a go. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. And I'll see you tomorrow with another Vlogmas video. Be kind and have a great day.